everyone, it's Eva here, and today I'm gonna talk about 101 of brushes. I just realized that maybe I should have told you guys about how to choose a brush, things like that, and how to take care of it, because some people ask me after seeing the videos. So today I'm gonna cover three things. First, types of the brush. Second, size of the brush and the corresponding character size. And third, how do you take care of it? And let's get started. There are three types of hair: the wolf hair, 狼毫, the goat hair, 羊毫, and the mixed hair, 尖毫. Let me show you what the difference between them. I just bought a wolf hair brush, 狼毫笔, from Amazon. And as you can see, color-wise, it's more brownish, it's darker, right? And also it's more elastic than other hair type, which I mean, well, if you press it and then you lift it up, it will go straight. And it's much harder, in terms of the hair, and it's more resilient, more elastic. And also, when you soak it in the water or the ink, it wouldn't absorb that much ink. And of course, in ancient days, people actually use wolf's hair to create this, but nowadays people don't really need to use the real hair. We just use artificial hair, which share very similar quality as the wolf hair, and it's cheaper. So nowadays, these hair are all artificial. What about a goat's hair? I didn't buy one on Amazon, so I don't have it right now, but it looks white, so the hair is white, and also it's not as resilient or elastic as the wolf's hair. So if you just press it and then you lift it, maybe the hair will still be curly. And also it would absorb a lot of water and a lot of ink very easily. So make sure when you write with goat hair, you need to trim the brush on the edge of the inkstone really carefully so that you can get rid of the extra ink. Okay, what's the mixed hair? I have a brush which is mixed hair. Actually, it's a mixture of the wolf's hair and the goat's hair. But the color-wise, it's more like a goat's hair, it's just white. So how do you tell the difference between a mixed hair brush and the goat hair? So you just look at the bamboo. On the bamboo, it will say, well, this is a wolf and goat mixed hair. If you don't recognize Chinese, that's totally fine. For example, I bought this online, and on the title, it will always say, okay, this is a mixed hair type. And then at that time, you know, the elasticity of it is in between of the goat's hair and the wolf's hair, then you know that's the one. So much for the hair type. Then when do we use which type of hair? That's a very commonly asked question. So I would say people have their personal preference. Like some people, they're really good at using wolf's hair. They really enjoy the resilience of the hair. But some other people prefer goat's hair because they don't want the hair to be that stiff. I would say for beginners, a mixed hair will be nice. Of course, you can buy each type of hair and then write same character to see how you like each type of them. But I would say I recommend beginners start with mixed hair because it's easier to control. And also there's a more or less like common sense, which is totally not theoretically true because again, it's based on people's preference. So the common sense for mixed hair is that you can use it to write regular script, 楷书, semi-cursive script, 行书, or clerical script, 隶书. And as you can see, it covers a wide range, and that's because mixed hair is a mixture of the more extreme version, right? The wolf and the goat hair. So you can just use it to write everything. Basically everything if you like. Then what about the more soft goat's hair? Well, people prefer to use it to write clerical script more. What about the harder, stiffer wolf's hair? Many people use it to write semi-cursive script or the cursive script, which is the 行书 and 草书. But I've definitely seen people using goat's hair to write the running script or the cursive script. So that's totally fine. It's just a common sense. So for beginners, I would recommend you to choose the mixed hair because it's in between. It wouldn't go to the extreme and it's easier for you to control and to get a feeling of how to control the strokes, how to control the brush. So that's a good start point. There are three sizes: the small, medium, and large. I recently bought a set of these three sizes from Amazon, and this is mixed hair, the small, medium, and large. And as you can see, in terms of the length of the hair and the diameter of the root of the hair, it's increasing. As a beginner, you can either buy just any one brush, or you can just buy a set of the brush so that you can practice with different size to see which one you prefer. Some people might ask, wait, I've seen really big characters hanging on the wall of someone's living room. It's really beautiful, but do they just write those characters with this big brush? Not really. So for those type of brush, we have a very special word. We call it 斗笔. Well, I think in translation we just call it super big brush. So those are basically for artwork use, like for decoration, right? For example, you might see people hang some idiom on their wall, so they need to use those really big brush and stand there and use their whole elbow to move it around. And you might also see some people writing characters using water on the ground, and they just stand there and write on the ground. Those are also super big brushes, and here we're not talking about this. For daily practice of calligraphy, we are just writing like the normal size, similar to the old script. So what about the size of the character? There's not really an accurate, like theoretical size that you should write for each size of the brush. Again, because it's based on your preference, right? Some people only want to use the very tip of the brush to write stuff, and some other people use the first half of the brush. So if you're using the first half of the brush, you will write bigger character, and if you are using the tip of the brush, you are writing very small one. So it totally based on people's preference, but I would say the common sense, again, is that for small brush, we would only write 1 to 3 centimeter long or high characters. And for the medium-sized brush, we would write 3 centimeter to 7 centimeter in length and in width character. And for the big one, we would write 7 centimeter to 12 or 13 centimeter. Again, this is only the common sense of the range of the size of the character that you can write using these 3 different sizes of the brush. But again, it's your own preference. So try with different size and see which one you prefer, which one you think it's easier to control. Okay, this character means sun. Sun in the sky, that's sun, not daughter or son, sun. Okay. Okay, as you can see, it's relatively the coin size, right? So this is a small character. Okay, so for middle size, it's 3 to 10 centimeter. So let's see how big is 3. So 3 is like maybe as big, a little bit bigger than this, and 10 is pretty big. 10 is here. So I would say I want to write around 6 centimeter. Let's see. So now I'm used a middle-sized one. So this one, if you compare, it's a little bit bigger than this, right? It's longer and the diameter is a little bit bigger. And also you can always use bigger pen, like bigger ones, to write small characters, because it's all about press and lift, right? You can just choose to use the very tip of the brush to write a small character. It's not appropriate to use small brush to write big characters, because on one hand the character wouldn't be as clean as you use proper size brush. On the other hand, it will damage your hair. And if you compare, wow, this is way bigger than this, and let's measure it. Okay, so this is like 6 centimeter, more or less 6 centimeter to 6 centimeter, right? So this is the middle size. Also, if you just write a little bit smaller, it's 5 centimeter, that's fine. 4 centimeter, that's fine. Okay, for this brush, as you can see, it's way bigger than the other two. Again, both in the length, much longer, and in the diameter. And for the bigger character, you not only need to use your finger, but also a little bit of the wrist, I guess. Like, depends on your preference. Okay, let's do it. So this is the bigger size. Let's measure it. So it's more like 9 centimeter and yeah, 9 or 10 centimeter.